I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. What a powerful, encouraging verse. I know so many people that like to take this verse and to make it a life verse, that I'm facing this job promotion, and so I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I've got this test I'm facing. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I've got this relationship trouble. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. What an encouraging thing to think about. But here's the thing. The I of this verse isn't you. It's not me. The I is Paul. And when we look at what is going on in Paul's life, we get all sorts of words of encouragement from this verse. We discover that what Paul's talking about is not that he can do anything in his life, that whatever he's facing, that God can do anything. Instead, he's talking about sharing the gospel with others. And Paul's saying, look, whenever I'm sharing the gospel with others, I have confidence that when I'm sharing the gospel, that I can do all things as I share the gospel through Christ who strengthens me. And so this is an encouraging thing for us as we go out and we're trying to share Jesus with others. Paul wants to remind us that we really can have the ability to share Jesus with others, that God is going to give us the strength that we need to do that. But here's the other thing, is it's not a lone wolf. When Paul talks about this, he's doing this in the context of the Philippians who have been sharing gifts with him. And he's thanking them because of how they have been sharing gifts, that they have been supporting his mission. And so the reason he can say, I can do all things through Christ, is because the Philippians have been supporting him and strengthening him concretely in his life. And so it's not really an I, but a we that Paul's talking about here as he's thinking about the mission of Jesus and sharing Jesus with others. And he's saying, look, we can do this together through Christ who strengthens us. Whether I'm in need or whether I have plenty, I can do all things because I'm doing this together with you. And the cool thing is when we're in the body of Christ is when we see people in need and maybe we have plenty, we can share with those in need. Or if we are people who are in need, if we're looking out for others, we might discover that people can be serviced by us as well. And so whether we are in need or whether we have plenty, whatever side of that equation we're at, if you're in the body of Christ, there's people that can help you if you're in need. And if you have plenty, it's an opportunity of service for you. And so it's really this we as we accomplish things together. And when we approach this as a we, that we can do all things in Christ as we share the Gospels, we share Jesus, that we have confidence that God is going to support us, not abstractly, but concretely through the body of Christ, and that we have an opportunity to be ministering and blessing others, and that's a pretty cool thing. So I just encourage you this week, think about the things in your life that God may be calling you to share the gospel with others. Think about your community, of the ways that you can be sharing the gospel with others, and when you do this together, when we do this as the body of Christ, it gives us cause for rejoicing. And Paul's going to close this letter off in just a great encouraging way, that God is working through the Philippians, that God is working in his life, and because of that, they're able to rejoice greatly because God is doing great things, that they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them as they're sharing the mission, that you and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens us as we go about sharing the gospel and furthering the mission of God.